I'm going to prove to you right now that I don't really care about views. There's been a few videos that I've only posted on Instagram, which this one's only going to be on Instagram also. If I was worried about views, I would make sure I'd be posting it on Facebook, where I have almost 5,000 people compared to 630. I don't care about the views. You know what I care about? Whoever wants to watch. We're going to get right to it because I have a lot to go over. So, let's begin. All right. As per usual, hello, my name is Jay Vargas, and I am so honored, flattered you take any amount of time out of your day to spend it here with me. You can be watching a movie with explosions and people getting killed and hunted, but yet you watch it here with me, because it's real. That's why. Oh, I don't hide behind lights. You see, I have a look. I have a light right here. No filter, no nothing. I have another light over there, one over there. I have it lit up very bright in here. I don't hide behind anything. First, the Eppies that I would always call Eppies are going to be called as per usual Eppies. We're going to add those into the shower Eppies, the cooking Eppies, the marijuana Eppies, soon to come shopping Eppies. I made one of Trader Joe's not too long ago that I never posted. I have maybe 5, 6, or 7 videos in my phone that I just never posted. I don't know why. But the as per usual Eppies are the ones where I usually rant, and it's usually my thoughts. And I want to give a thanks to someone. She came up with the idea to call it as per usual Eppies. And before I say, and I asked her if she wanted me to say her name or not. And she said to me, she goes, I would be honored if you said my name. She'd be honored to be associated with me. No, see, that's where she's wrong. I'm honored that she would even allow me to use her name that way. I appreciate that. Because she's not embarrassed to be associated with me. That means I'm doing something good with these videos. That's what it says to me. Adrienne Suzanne DiCarlo. When I said Suzanne, I did mention it last time in the cooking epi that I never put on Facebook. I said Suzanne just to be a dick. But yeah, Adrienne Suzanne DiCarlo, great idea. Great idea. Thanks to her. I asked Facebook this. We haven't been together so long. There are some Facebook people on here. Not many, though. Not many. This is mainly new Instagram people. You don't know my backstory. You don't know how mainly all of this bullshit came about. I'm going to try getting to some of that. Again, 15 minutes. I need to get to 1,000 friends, because then I could get this goddamn marker off. I used to do 25, 30-minute videos when I didn't have this bullshit. All right. So, whenever I say I know your profile very well on Facebook, that's exactly what I mean. I know your profile very well. When I come and look at, if you're friends with me on Facebook and then on Instagram also, and I come and look at your profile on Instagram, it looks totally different. I might not, someone's calling me, hold on. I might not recognize it. I'll recognize the face. But sometimes people don't have their names on Instagram. So when I say I know you, my friend list very well. If I don't know your name with your profile, I'll still know your profile, all your pictures. Like, say we ever met in person and I didn't know your name, but you looked familiar to me. And if I said, what's your name? And if I looked up your name in Facebook and I scrolled through your pictures, there's certain pictures on every girl's Facebook page that just stick out to me more. The pretty ones, the better ones, you know what I mean? So some of those, or not even that sometimes, you know that? Sometimes the weirdest pictures stick out to me more with everyone. But that's what I mean when I know your profile. But there has been several times in public where One time I was in Seaside, JCP&L paying my bill. And I just went up to one of the girls, and I went up to the girl, and I said their name, and I said, hello. They tried playing it off like they had no clue who I am, but they were on my friend list. I'm hard to fucking miss scrolling down your timeline. But anyway, let them lie and bullshit. But yeah, I walked up to them and called them their name, just from seeing them on Facebook. So yeah, you're not just a like and comment to me. You're not. I don't care about it. Of course I want you to comment. I want to get to know you, communicate, of course. Without a doubt. Okay. Also, if you ever, this is in the beginning when I first started this, I actually told you, like, you can message me and it's not a big deal. The same goes for you. Don't be shy to ever message me. If you ever want to say something to me, not publicly, you're free to message me. Anything you say to me will always be kept between you and I. I don't do that. I spent a lot of effort and hard work gaining the trust of the women on Facebook. Refuse to break that. So now I'm going to try going over where and why, all right, when I first started with the videos, I decided to start telling everything about my life. I'm going to try doing this fast. We don't have a lot of time. Just so you can have backstory to who I am and what a piece of shit maybe I used to be, whatever the case may be. Okay, let's start back. When I was 12 years old, my father died in a horrific, terrible accident. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. Went to school. In middle school, I was an asshole. Never did drugs. Never drank in high school or anything, or in middle school. The first time I ever smoked weed was when I was 18, June of my senior year, when I went to Wildwood with a girl, Lindsay. I smoked weed in the bathroom. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone because everybody knew I didn't do drugs or drink or anything. So, all right. So let's fast forward through there a couple years. I hung out. Here's an interesting story. So I met a girl. I went to Cancun on vacation after senior graduation, okay? Met this girl in Cancun that came to be my girlfriend for 2 years. And then here's the fucked up part. You ready for this one? She lived pretty much in the same town as me. And we met in Cancun. Came back home and hung out. Man, did I fall in love with that girl in Cancun in just a week's time. Even when I came back, I was in love with her. And you know what else about girlfriends of my previous girlfriends? One thing that sucks is this: is I speak to all of them besides one, the one I was with the longest, 13-year girl. Yeah, don't talk to her. Talk to all the other girls I've ever was my girlfriend. Not her. Okay, let's go to 2006. I bought my sandwich shop in February, okay? 4 or 5 months later, I get in a motorcycle accident. Almost died. There's a picture. No, I don't know if I put it on Instagram. I almost died. My scapula was broken. My femur was broken in half. I actually have a titanium rod in my femur bone. I went on a progressive story on Facebook over like 6 months. I told everything about my life, and I'm trying to tell you in the matter of minutes. This is not going to work. My liver was fractured. I needed 2 pints of blood. I needed to be put in a self-induced coma. I should have died that day. Yeah, I should have died. I've almost died maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. So after the accident, I had to take pain medication. Now, for the 13 years I took the pain medication, maybe 3 years out of that 13 years, I went to the gym. While I was going to the gym, I didn't look so bad, but the 10 years I didn't go to the gym, little did I know, the pain medication was making me heavy. So right now I weigh about 192, okay? When I was taking the pain medication, I was always floating around 245, 253. Yeah, it was 60 pounds heavier. Now, let's go back to January, not January of this year. This January was just 2 years. The day actually passed. I don't count the days like other people. 2 years ago, January 20th, I just woke up and I was like, fuck this, man. I cannot take this shit anymore, having to rely on these goddamn pain medication. So everything just came together like a perfect storm. I had a marijuana card. I only smoked at that time, barely, because I didn't really like smoking. So I go to the health clinic to get Suboxone. And then after that, I drove down to the marijuana dispensary. And when I went in there to get weed, all because of a lady taking the time there to hand me a recipe for these edibles that I have still been eating to this day, that 100% saved my ass. All because she handed me that recipe. Everything was just a perfect storm that day to get me off of that shit. No one helped me. I didn't have to go to rehab. I stopped on my own. And if I have to take 2 or 3 milligrams of Suboxone a day, so fucking be it. My life is better. Oh, and the minute I stopped the pain medication, no lie, 2 weeks later, dropping weight. A month later, dropping weight. Month and a half later, dropping weight. It melted off of me. Fast. The pain medication was making me heavy. I didn't know. See, I just thought I was getting older. Or I was just lazy and I ate like shit. Which I did eat like shit. I didn't eat the greatest. Alright. So that's where we are today. And after all that bullshit, like I said, I'm leaving out a lot of stuff, but we're on a time restraint here. So one of the main reasons why I started writing stuff and then posting the videos on Facebook is because, see, I was posting more about my life. We were talking about more emotional things. At one point, I was even reading stories written by other women about their feelings, which I'm happy to do anytime anybody wants. But it seemed like I was really helping people, because for somebody to come out and say and talk about all the shitty, nasty things in my life, I showed anger, sadness, happiness, depression, anxiety. I didn't hold back anything. As I have been saying, no one does it quite like me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube. I don't see anyone who does it like me. I've been asking for a name for 17 months now. No one's given me a name. I'm not asking to be a dick. I want to watch someone like me that is so truthful, honest. You see, I want you to feel like you are in front of me, like I am in front of you and we're talking. The other day, one of my friends from high school says to me, she goes, I watched your video, and she goes, it actually felt like you were here with me. I want you to feel like you know me. You should feel comfortable inviting me over to your house with no issue whatsoever. I want you to know me. Another reason I started posting these videos is because I wanted to give you someone real to see and to talk to. Someone who will actually respond back to you. Like, you see some of the women with so many friends and followers on Instagram, and they don't answer back anyone because they think they're too fucking good. I will never follow anyone on Instagram if they don't follow me back. Everyone who follows me, I follow them back. It's a respect thing. For anyone who doesn't follow back, that's them saying that they're better than you and you're garbage beneath their feet. That's what it says to me. Fuck you. We're at our time. This is why I need to get to that 1,000 mark. Have a nice night.